Hi, I've just done a test with the Ronin 4D and a couple of Sigma zoom lenses, and I would like to share the results with you. So first of all, I would like to show you how to set up the zoom motor, because it's a bit tricky. So first you have to calibrate the focus motor, which is now used as a zoom motor. And then you have to push the mode button until the yellow number in the corner lights up. After you've done that, you can use the wheel for zooming. What you have to be careful about is that you don't calibrate the lens in the menu, because I'll show you what happens if you do it. Then this warning pops up, and if you calibrate now, you can only use the lens on that certain focal length you've started with. You see here the focus is completely ruined if you zoom in. And it's totally okay if you don't calibrate the lens. All lenses will work fine without calibration. You see, you don't need much force to move the gimbal. With a light lens, everything is a bit easier. If you want to mount the 2470, for example, you need the counterweight. This way, the weight on the gimbal is more or less double, so you have a really heavy camera. And operating gets a little bit stiffer, and you need more power, especially if you raise the Z-axis. When you zoom in, the lens extends to the front. Anyway, the lens is still balanced and the gimbal works fine. The really good thing about all of the lenses is there's hardly any focus breathing, and the close focus abilities are really great. With the 2470, there's hardly any distortion. The 1740 is pretty similar in the performance, and although it's a Super 35 lens, it has almost the same depth of field because of the better f-stop. So the look is pretty much the same, although the format is different. And now let's take a closer look at the Sigma 1850 2.8. This will be probably my first choice for the project I'm planning, just because it's very light and compact. It's a really good thing that you don't need the counterweight, because it makes lens swapping much faster. All of the lenses are parfocal, so if you zoom in, focus doesn't change. The Sigma 1850 has a bit more distortion than the other lenses. In the wide angle area, it's a barrel distortion, but you can easily correct distortion when you do the color grading. Maybe you need to shoot a reference grid before you start filming. There is no problem with the autofocus of the lenses. And also with the 1850 there is no focus breathing. So thank you for watching and have fun with your chicken cam.